Is this recording? Hey y'all, Rick Fairless, Strokers Dallas. Let's go for a ride. What do you think? This is Alice, my 1975 Shovelhead that I haven't ridden in probably 3 weeks or so. So I thought, since it's sunny and 82 degrees, what you talking about? That's the advantage of being in the motorcycle business and the advantage of being the owner of the company. Not company, company, as we say here in the South. So that's a big dart thing over there. Buses come and go when they work on them and all that mess. So when you're riding a motorcycle, you are always looking for cars. Behind you, beside you, front of you, your head is on a swivel. So I read a deal in Easy Riders magazine about 50 years ago, and it said, I just bought my first Harley, do you have any advice? And my buddy Keith Ball, who was the editor back then, said, yes, pretend like you're a cat in a room full of dogs, watch every dang one of them. That's what you gotta do. You gotta watch every dang one of them. Let's go down here and check all this out down here. So this is the corner of Harry Hines and Northwest Highway. Let me tuck my ponytail in the back of my shirt so I don't get some tangles and dead ends and, you know, all that stuff. Harry Hines and Northwest Highway, which is about a mile north of my shop. This is where we used to call the circle. So it was one of those big roundabouts. You know, you had to get on and stay in one lane, and you got off in like a peeling onion. Sometimes you get on there, you couldn't get off. See, I'm having to watch his car beside me. He's in a hurry. What are you in such a hurry for, Jack? You gotta drive defensively and you gotta watch out for the hobos. Will you watch out, Jack? That some gun's in a hurry, man. I wonder if he'll be in a hurry when Oh, just hold that thought there, Fairless. Don't let everything out you know. Well, it don't take long to let out everything I know. Wait, what? So that's a circus thing. I saw it on TV. They train you to do the high wire act and the flipping and all that stuff they do on the flying trapeze. Or if you just want a thrill, you can go in there and for, you know, $100 or whatever, they show you what it's like to be on the flying trapeze. It's kind of a cool idea. What about Waffle House? See that Waffle House over there? Y'all like Waffle House? When me and Joe T went to North Carolina, we were going along and some girl had pulled up beside us and honked and waved, you know, because I'm in the Stroker's truck and the Stroker's trailer. And then an hour later, we pull over at the Waffle House Well, she pulls in right behind me, and it's that same girl. She said, I was hoping you was going to stop. I wanted to meet you and get a picture. Extremely nice lady. Her and her husband both ride, and she was coming back from Fort Worth, where she was at a funeral or something. So that's the cool thing, you know, anywhere I go, I meet people that have seen me on TV, or they've seen me on social media, or they know me from Irving, you know, because I'm born and raised in Irving, Texas, and I had the same job for 20 years, and now I've had the same motorcycle shop, bar, and grill for 28 years, so a lot of consistency there. So the Pappas family owns that Pappas Barbecue. Down here is Papacitos, which is a great Mexican restaurant we like. Across the street from it is Papados, which is kind of a Cajun seafood. And then across the street from that is Papa Brothers Steakhouse. In my opinion, the best steakhouse in the state of Texas. The best one I ever ate at, and I ate at a bunch of them. So right back there, that Cane's chicken, they converted it into a Dallas Cowboy Cane's chicken, and that kid with the tattoos on his face that's a singer, Post Malone, he's from here, so it's kind of a popular place all of a sudden. The drive-through is a big blue Dallas Cowboy star. Spike sounds good, don't it? She sure does, Mr. Fairless. You know, I've been wearing glasses for probably 4 or 5 months, and I'm getting used to them, but I ain't there yet. Okay, so I'm watching the 2 guys in front of me, I'm watching this pickup truck behind me, I'm watching that truck, I'm watching these people over here. You got to know there's some fast food places, so you got to be on the lookout for somebody wanting to pull in or pull out. Like this guy's got his blinker on. Thank you for using your blinker. Thank you. That's another thing. I don't understand why people don't use their blinkers. That man in that F-150 is using his blinker. Thank you. I appreciate that. So my blinker on this thing is my hand. See there? That's a blinker. So we're going to ease on out this way. See what's going on. Have y'all been listening to my In My Life, the 365 project? So I post them every morning around 7:15 or so on Facebook on my big Rick Fairless fan page, the one with the blue check. And then I also post it right after that on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. But I think, you know, the whole thing was, this was the 365 project, was to do it for a year. So I started on January the 1st, and December 31st will be the year. So I'm not 100% sure I'm going to keep it going. I'm thinking, what about this guy? What about that guy? Okay. I'm thinking, well, I don't know. You know, it's a big commitment to do it every single day, in town, out of town. You know, I do it every day, and I enjoy doing it, but it's a big commitment. Now, do I want to do it again for 2024? Be the 365 times 2 project, which is what, 730? I don't know. I'm still thinking on it. So this is the way I come home from work. We'll just take this road. Okay, yellow light means prepare to stop. No shenanigans on a motorcycle. I ain't kidding either. So that's like Coppell back that way, and it's Irving back this way, and Grapevine out that way, and Dallas back behind me. Okay, I think I'm clear to go after this Toyota. So this is kind of this is a section of Irving called Las Colinas. Las Colinas used to be a ranch here in Irving that was owned by Ben Carpenter. It was called the Las Colinas Ranch, and all of this was woods. So we grew up riding motorcycles all through here. And years ago, they started developing the ranch. Mr. Carpenter started developing the ranch into a deal called Las Colinas, which means the hills. So, you know, people will come in, and I ask people all the time, where you from or where you live, and sometimes they say Las Colinas, and I'll say, oh, you live in Irving. I live in Irving. I don't ever say, oh, I live in Las Colinas. I live in Irving. If you live in Las Colinas, you live in Irving too. A lot of dog walkers. When I come home at 6 o'clock at night, lots of dog walkers. Usually they're better looking than that one. Usually they're young dog walkers over here. Uh-oh, you got a truck out in the way over there, so you got to see if you can merge left here. These other guys won't do it until they're right on him. Okay, watch what you're doing. Nobody coming. Got the flashers on. Thank you for that. That guy got his flashers on. What's he doing? Okay. So here are the Mustangs at Las Colinas. My friend Mary Higby works in there. Actually, I think she's fixing to retire. Mary Higby, if you retire, I want you to know that the city of Irving loves you. You're like the queen of the city. We love us some Mary Higby in these parts. So this is a new building they built. The whole Las Colinas thing is like it's almost like downtown with these buildings. I don't even know what this building is. They built a new bank over there. There's a new bank they built. So when I was coming home from work 2 nights ago, when they changed the time, it was a beautiful sunset, and it was shining off these glass buildings. Oh, it was beautiful. Man, Irving has changed since I was a boy. I rode my little Honda CL Racing 100 through here 8 million times. I could wheelie that thing from here to Tom Murdoch's house. Get my brother on one side and David Allen on the other side, and Liv Swilson and Jimmy Hicks and Pork Brown, Jimmy Nelson. Man, we would have ourselves a time. So the sign over there says Happy 50th Las Colinas. So I guess it's a 50th anniversary. So this clock over here on the left, they light all this up for the holidays, and it's beautiful to see. They have a clock over there, and it says Las Colinas. I can't look too hard. I'm trying to be safe here. Okay? Watch out for that girl pulling out from the McDonald's. She got a fry in one hand and a fish sandwich in the other. Slow down, lady. all beautiful through here. They keep it up real nice. I love living where I'm living, and my wife and I were raised right here, you know, within a mile of here. Okay, there's a girl on my butt. She's in a hurry. It's probably the one with the fish sandwich and the French fries. Don't let them get cold, lady. Run over a motorcycle. Don't let them fries get cold. Heathen. If they get too close, I turn around and point at them and give them a wink. That's an ugly wink too, I ain't kidding. Okay, so we're gonna turn right up here. Don't run over me, lady. So that big building there used to be called the Four Seasons. I think the Four Seasons sold out, and it's going to be called the Ritz Carlton or something. And the golf course got bought out by somebody else, and it's going to be the Links at Las Colinas or something. Okay. So we'll see if we can drive through my neighborhood. Yellow light, that means all's good, right? We're gonna say hey to my friend at the gate. There ain't nobody lives in here looks like me. Hey, what you doing? I've been working. What about you? Working is good. Did y'all get the gate fixed over there? Tell them I said it's okay to go ahead and fix it. Okay. Tell them I said it's okay. See you, Dwight. So that was Dwight. He runs the guardhouses. Him and Bobby. And they both been here forever. Good people, man. Good dudes. Love those guys. Okay, so here we are driving through my neighborhood. I waved everybody when I'm coming through here in my truck. I waved everybody. So I've been doing it for so many years that when they see me, they wave to me first. So I'm not going to tell you which house I live in. There's the golf course. We're just going to take a ride. I thought I saw a dog down there. You don't see any loose dogs in this neighborhood. So, yes, it's a beautiful neighborhood, and I feel extremely lucky to live here. We'll go down this street. This is kind of a cool street, as long as we're just riding around talking like a couple of schoolgirls. It's just me and you. When I do these things, it's just me and you. I'm talking to you. Okay, I'm not talking to everybody, I'm talking to you. Anybody want a Dr. Pepper or anything? It's a cart girl. So the golf course, they used to play the Byron Nelson here, but they moved it. So this is kind of a cool street, little cul-de-sac. Vacant lot there for sale. So sometimes when I go walking, I walk down this street. Look at that house. It looks like a dentist's office. Look at that house. Looks like the president's house. This looks like a dentist's office, but it's kind of cool looking. Another vacant lot. Have I ever told you I love to play golf? I don't get to play as much as I used to, and I'm to the point in my life where I can't play as good as I used to, but I still love to play because you're getting out with some buddies and you're hanging out and you're enjoying a day outside. So you get to tease and cut up and all that, which is always a fun thing. There's a dog walker. Yeah, so, you know, I know that I'm lucky to live in this community. As a kid, I never dreamed that I would live. Well, first of all, this wasn't here when I was a kid. They started building it when I was a teenager. But you know, you don't, when you're young and you're dreaming about getting older, you don't really dream about the money part of it. Speed limit 30, I'm doing 27, 28. You dream about being happy. And I'm happy. My wife is happy, my kids are happy, my grandkids are happy. So that's what matters to me. And hopefully that's what matters to you. When I do those motivational things in the mornings, guess what? It motivates me too. It reminds me, okay, all right, stay on track, keep focused. That's Bobby. So we're going to turn left here, see the plane up there? We're over close to DFW Airport. And that's what's cool, is I work right by Love Field and I live pretty close to DFW. When my wife and I go to DFW, we don't even get on the highway. So Irving, Texas is my home. When I was born in Dallas. Same with my wife, because there was no hospital in Irving. So my birth certificate and my wife says we were born in Dallas, Texas, but we both lived in Irving, Texas all our lives. Her mother's 90 and she's lived in Irving, Texas all her life. Okay, so we're going to turn left here on North Gate. Work our way back to the shop, and if the battery cuts off before I'm done, then my brother-in-law Steve Bessler he'll cut it and splice it and fix it up. Okay, I see that light's red, there's nobody coming, you could turn left there, don't do it. You're on a motorcycle, Jack. There ain't no such thing as a fender bender. I feel my phone ringing. Oh well. So this used to be the big hill. See that hill going down? So when it used to, the streets would ice up, we'd get some cardboard or a garbage sack or a garbage can lid, and we would slide down that hill. We also used to make go-karts, wooden go-karts, when we were kids, and would bring them up there and go down that hill. The big hill. So where I was raised is just right back there, And so this street, Northgate, wasn't here back then. So the road right that we were on the corner of, Harvard, dead end into Carpenter's land. And then they started building this road, and we're 14, 15, 16. And so we started, you know, we would get on our motorcycles and we'd go out there, you know, on the dirt road where they were doing the construction, and we would ride in the woods, and we'd use that dirt to, I think that's my friend Mella, to do wheelies and donuts and all that stuff on. And we called it the New Road. Hey, after school, meet me over at the New Road. And the New Road became Northgate. So they're doing some work on Northgate. So when you own a motorcycle or in a car, if you're in a construction zone, the speedo's off, by the way. I'm not doing that fast. The speedo's like 10 miles per hour off. When you're in a construction zone, you've got to slow down, and you've got to be more observant, and don't be in a hurry. Okay, what do they got going on here? Yeah, so that's the back of my neighborhood. That's the fence around it. Oh, it's 2 lanes right here. See, normally all this goes that way and that over there goes that way. But they're doing all this work, which is kind of aggravating. Not aggravating, aggravating. If you're from the South, it's aggravating. But the end results will be smoother, better, nicer roads. So this ride is doing me good, and this talk is doing me good. This traffic is doing me no good, but the light's green, so hopefully we make it on the first shot. If we don't, we'll set through it again. You got a car up here with his flashers on. Probably an out-of-towner, don't know where they're going. I don't want to... Uh-oh. See those people run that? Rick Fairless ain't running it. Let's say hi to Mella. Hi, Mella.
Doing okay?
Yeah, how are you?
Good.
What'd your shirt say? Texas forever.
Right?
Come see me sometime. Bye, pal. That's mine and my wife's friend, Mella. She's from Irving, too. She lives over here. What is that, a construction trailer over there, I guess, for these roads. So that's the thing is, if you've lived in Irving more than an hour and a half, I probably know you. Yeah, they've been doing construction on this street for, I don't know, 6 months. They finally got it done. It was in front of our house, and they got that done. So now it's on both sides of the house, both sides of the road that we turn in on. Which, like I said, it'll be better once it's done. So the school, this is MacArthur Boulevard here, we're fixing to cross. The school that me and my wife and the kids graduated from is MacArthur High School, which is a quarter of a mile down there. So I live, you know, half a mile from MacArthur High School, and about a mile from where I was raised, a mile from where my wife was raised, as the crow flies. So this is our stomping grounds. Okay, look both ways now. Both ways. Everybody good. Let's go. What about that guy? Hello. Knucklehead. We'll go down North Gate. Nice and polite. You know, it don't cost any more to be nice to people than it does being mean to them. If I had a nickel for every time I lived on this street, drove down this street, I'd have a lot of money and I'd still be working as strokers. So this is the back of MacArthur High School where the football field and all that is. The stadium house. Big Mac. So when we would have the pep rallies, you know, our big rival is Irving High School. So MacArthur High School and Irving High School, you know, we're big rivals. And when we would have a pep rally, I didn't go to many, but I went to some. They would show a big, you know, we'd have a big, we were the MacArthur Cardinals, they were the Irving Tigers. So we would have a big cardinal out there and a little bitty tiger, and the cheer would be, here kitty kitty, here kitty kitty, here kitty kitty, whomp! And then the big old cardinal would stomp on that tiger. You know, one time we had a riot at school, and I don't really know what we were rioting over. If I remember right, me and my brother were freshmen or sophomore, and some of my classmates listened to my show, so y'all can set it straight. We graduated in 75, and I think we were freshmen or sophomore, and they had a big riot, and the pep rally was over, and nobody would go back to class. And I don't know why they wouldn't go back to class, but kids are running everywhere, and they're making announcements, and people are jumping the fences like a prison break. And I remember running around like a nut, and my old high school buddy Robert Beavers was with me, and we're running around like nuts, and they're out there trying to wrangle you, and you've got 1,000 kids running in every direction. And finally I said, "What are we running for?" He said, "I don't know." And I said, "Let's go back to class." And we went back to class. And it's like, okay, everybody's revolting. What are you revolting against? It's like the old movie, The Wild One. What are you rebelling against? I don't know. What do you got? I'll never figure that one out. I think that was just a bunch of knucklehead kids being knuckleheads. So they are building some houses up there. I don't know what they're doing up there. I don't know what that is. Okay, so you got a blinking light here, so you've got to stop, you've got to look. You've got to do it. Car or motorcycle. Stop. Make sure that guy sees you. Okay, you got the right of way, Fairless. Goat head. Yes, I said goat head. You know, this is what I do when I'm riding by myself. I just kind of talk to myself. And I tend to amuse myself. What about that guy? All right, he's good. Another stop sign up here. So this is University of Dallas up here. What about that truck behind us? So I'm gonna have to turn left, not at this stop sign, but at the next one. So after this stop sign, I'm going to ease my way up there, probably after that big boy. He's in a bigger hurry than me. See that? He don't do no stop. He's probably one of the kids that skipped the pep rally and wouldn't go back to class. So the University of Dallas has been there for a long time. Good school. And when the Texas Stadium used to be right over this hill, so when we would come to the games, we would park all along here. Well, this is when all that was woods. Now it's a housing addition. We would park all through here, everybody would. And then you would walk down the hill, and the Texas Stadium was over there. So now they blocked it all off. All the guys from out of state, no wonder. Georgia. Some peach you are. You a peach that don't stop at the... Okay, we're good. So look at that big Irving thing. Kind of cool. Okay, so we're going to go this way. Alright, let's see what we can do here. We're going to try to get on spur 482. Be careful. This is where some highways meet. Hey, what are you in such a hurry for? Slow down there, boy. I don't want to stop for that. I'm already too far gone. You got to be careful. And that's the other thing. If there's a yellow light, that don't mean slam on your brakes, because then the guy behind you might run over you. You see that light turns yellow, you got to figure out, are you far enough along where you can go through it safely? If you are, let's go. If you ain't, let's stop. But you got to make sure that heathen behind you is going to stop. Okay, we're going to go up here, see? See, this is where the Texas Stadium used to be. See that sign, Welcome to Irving, Texas? Kind of sad, actually. The Texas Stadium kind of put Irving on the map, and we lost out. You know, that when they built the new stadium, somehow we lost out to the city of Arlington, Texas, which Arlington is a great town. Problem is, it ain't in Dallas County. Irving is in Dallas County, so the Dallas Cowboys are not even in Dallas County. They're one county over, which that's okay. That's okay. See all this new construction and new highways. Uh-oh, you got another guy in a hurry. I'll let him go. Why don't you use your blinker? Why don't you use your blinker there, buddy? I'm going to use my left blinker right here. See it? Turn to the left, turn to the left, turn to the left. Hey, there's Dr. Pepper plant. It's been there for a long time. So this Shovelhead is a 1975 Harley Davidson FLH Shovelhead. 4-speed. So now all the bikes got 6 speeds. I remember, you know, I was raised on 4 speeds, and when they moved up to 5 speeds in the late 80s, early 90s, it was like 5 speeds. What do you want to do all that shifting for? And then when they went up to 6 speeds in the late 90s, it's like, are they nuts? Well, now I love a 6-speed transmission. It's like having overdrive. So that poor liquor store there has been out of business for a long time. They need to, hold on, let's keep an eye on this. You got a guy over there slinging stuff around. They need to clean up some of this area. You know, the people from the city have it tough because everybody's never going to be happy. You know, if the roads are bad, people are complaining. Look, so they got like a homeless camp here. And I feel sorry for those people, but I don't know what you do with them. I mean, you don't really want the homeless camp right in the middle of your town, but what do you do? What do you do? I don't know. I don't know. So now we're back on Harry Hines, headed down to Strokers. So that was Northwest Highway, so that's where the old circle was. Now right here on the right is the Dallas Police Station, Dallas PD Police Station, Northwest Substation. So, I don't know. I don't know if you're still with me or if my camera's cut off. But it's been a good ride. Thank you for going with me. Hopefully I didn't bore you too much. Hopefully the batteries held out this long. There's a racetrack, the worst gas station known to man right there. I hate those racetrack gas stations. They're filthy, they're dirty, they don't ever clean the pumps. People get gas and oil all over the road there, you know, in front of the pumps, and they just leave it. You know, at least at QT, the Quick Trip, they send some people out there to, in the middle of the night, you know, to power wash them. That racetrack is just nasty. Half the time that you pull up there and the equipment don't work, or it's leaking, or the credit card machine won't take your credit card. You got to watch out here, see. People love to run that one. So I rarely go to that racetrack gas station unless I have to, which is a shame. But you know, you get a lot of homeless people hanging out there, a lot of panhandlers, and it's sad because it's right here in my neighborhood and it's so convenient, but doggone it, I don't feel comfortable when I go there. And I'll tell you another thing, I won't even let my wife put gas in her car anymore, anywhere. When she needs gas, she tells me, and after supper, she and I'll get in her car and I'll drive it to the Quick Trip over there by the house. So the city of Dallas owns all that land. That's the levee and the Trinity Rivers over there. Here's my little empire on Harry Hines. Been there 28 years. Okay, we're gonna turn left here. Okay, you gotta watch out for that truck. Don't run over me there, Dad. That's one of my guys. Hey, the Urals. All right. Turn the gas off. Good ride. Hope you're still with me. There's Bessler and my daughter.